You're on her mind, but not just casually, not just like, oh, he's nice. No, she's thinking about you in that way, and here's the thing, she's not going to come right out and say it because most women, they don't announce their desires, they express them subtly, naturally, and if you're paying attention, seductively. So how can you tell what are the subtle, almost invisible things women do when their thoughts about you turn physical? Today we're decoding the secret behaviors of desire from psychology, real world patterns, and yes, body language cues that most men miss. Let's dive in. Eyes keep dropping, her eyes keep dropping, and not by accident. You're talking and everything seems normal, but she keeps glancing down at your lips, your hands even lower, and then she quickly looks away. That's not shyness, that's imagination. She's thinking about how you move, how you'd feel, and her eyes are leading the fantasy. In neuroscience, this is called visual scanning for attraction. It's not conscious, it's biological. Her mind drifts and her gaze follows. Watch for it, a woman who's having those thoughts, hazies that wander, but always return to you. Her voice gets softer, slower, and her voice gets softer, more personal. Have you ever noticed that her tone changes around you? She speaks slower. Her voice drops a little. There's a softness, a draw, like she's inviting you into something secret. This happens because when desire enters the brain, it naturally lowers vocal pitch and increases emotional intimacy. It's a primal cue. Think of it as her voice wrapping around you like silk. If she starts using your name more, leans in while speaking, or drops her voice in a crowded room, she's not just talking. Tasha's connecting, imagining, inviting you. She's connecting, imagining, inviting. She randomly mentions things related to physical closeness. Out of nowhere, she starts talking about how much she loves massages, or how she can never sleep without a cozy blanket, or how she gets cold easily, or how she's ticklish. Now, why would she be saying that? Because her mind is already going there. She's painting a picture, a scenario in which physical closeness with you doesn't feel forced, it feels natural. She's teasing the idea, not toasters you overtly, but to gauge your reaction. If you're alert, you'll hear it. If you are confident, you'll lean in just enough. She starts fixing her clothes. She starts fixing her clothes even when nothing's wrong. She's tugging at her sleeve, adjusting her neckline, playing with her necklace, fluffing her hair. Every few minutes she touches something. Why? Because desire increases self-awareness. She suddenly wants to look better for you. This isn't vanity, it's vulnerability. She's subconsciously preparing herself to be more appealing, more touchable, and most guys never notice this, but you're paying attention now. So when she starts adjusting and readjusting, it's not about comfort, it's about attraction. Her jokes get edgier, more it's about attraction. Suggestive. Let's say you're chatting and suddenly she makes a cheeky comment, something slightly naughty but playful. She laughs it off, maybe even says, "Oops, that sounded bad, didn't it?" Here's the truth, it wasn't an accident. When a woman is thinking about you in a sensual way, her filters loosen, the humor becomes flirty, the teasing becomes personal. She starts testing the waters, seeing how much she can say without crossing the line, and if you laugh, if you flirt back without being crass, she knows you're on. Mirrored stimulation, the same wavelength. She touches herself without realizing it. Wait, before your mind goes there, hear this out. When a woman is physically drawn to you, she might start touching her own arms, collarbone, or thighs while you talk. It's a psychological phenomenon called mirrored stimulation. Basically, as she imagines your touch, her body responds by touching itself. No, it's not overt, it's subtle, a slow graze of the neck, a lingering hand in her leg, and she probably doesn't even know she's doing it, but once you see it, you won't forget it. It's one of the clearest signs that her mind is somewhere steamy and you're the leading coded fantasies character. She creates what if scenarios involving you. She says things like, if we were stuck on a deserted island, what would you do? If we had to share a bed, you'd probably be trouble. If we ever dated. These aren't innocent, the patheticals, they're coded fantasy-ish. Not just wondering, she's exploring, testing how you think, how you react. It's a game of imagination with a pulse. The question is, can you play it without silence? Fumbling, she gets quiet but holds your gaze sometimes. It's not about what she says, it's what she doesn't. She gets quiet, her words slow down, but her eyes, they lock onto yours. That silence, that tension, it's not awkward, it's loaded, because when a woman is imagining you intimately, she often withdraws from conversation and moves into presence. She's not thinking of what to say next. She's feeling her body might lean and her breathing might change, and in that stillness, you'll feel it too, that electricity, that unspoken yes. So what? What do you do with all of this? You don't push, you don't pounce, you notice, because the real power lies in recognizing the signs without forcing the outcome. If she's thinking about you that way, you'll know it, not because she tells you, but because her body, her words, and her energy all say the same thing. And when that happens, match her energy, lead with respect, and let chemistry unfold like it's meant to, naturally, confidently, and with connection. Now tell me, have you ever picked up on any of these signs in real life, or maybe you missed one and now it'll make sense? Drop your story in the comments below. Let's talk about it. No judgment, just insight. If this video opened your eyes to something new, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss these deep dives into attraction, body language, and the unspoken world of desire. Until next time, stay aware, stay confident, and never ignore the subtle signals.